We are ETA on the West Chopper. It's been refueled. We're hoping that chopper will be refueled and come over, give us green light as soon as we can, as soon as our Iron Men are ready to go. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. We're in South Australia for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, a 7,000 point event, 18 events across the world for this season of the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. We find ourselves in South Australia, Paulie, and we have had an eventful couple of days, and more often, also an eventful hour or two before our finals broadcast. I'll let you run through what's been happening in the last hour because it's been a lot of fun here on the beach.
Yeah, Duff, welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't let a little bit of marine action only building the anticipation for what is going to be a showdown of a finals package we're about to witness here today. The wind has started to pick up, a nice southwesterly wind picking up, going to make fantastic runners for all the athletes, emphasising the importance of getting to those cans first because there's plenty of runs on offers on the way home. The Ironmen are lining up, they're warming up now, they've got a quick 5-minute buffer. A couple of those old boys, Matt Bevilacqua, Ali Day, they'll be using every minute of that 5-minute warm-up because this final is going to be electric.
Well, that's it. Not the ideal preparation for the Ironmen or women. A lack of warm-up due to marine activity, but they get a quick water activation right now. As soon as they are ready to go, we will be ready to go. The program of events for this afternoon, we have the irons first up. It'll be the order of board, swim, ski. The long transition that we had about an hour ago has slowly diminished. Some very thankful for that, others ruining the demise of that bank there. We will then have the surf race, board race, ski race individuals. We'll throw the juniors in the arena, the 17 Ironmen and women finals, and we will round out the afternoon with the mixed Taplin final. There's going to be plenty of action. $30,000 worth of prize money here this afternoon at Glenelg Beach. We got the Ironmen just about to go, 7,000 points up for grabs. This is going to decide the whole season right here this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the last event for 2025, so certainly the athletes want to go into that Christmas and New Year break, not only with the cash, but certainly with the big points. Katie Rees, Jackson Borg, they're the best of it at the moment. Joe Collins, though, he's got a 10,000 in the pocket with the Hayden Kenny Classic win. So, look, these guys, they're fierce, they're fasty. They want to get the points, they want to get the cash.
Absolutely. We're going to go straight down on the line, Cole. We're going to get the action underway. We've got the men just about to kick off, so hang around the next couple of hours. We'll be here, Paulie, myself. We're going to call all the action. We hope you all enjoy it. It's the Shore & Partners World Ocean Series. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get excited. We got action coming to you thick and fast here. Glenelg Beach for the 3rd year in a row down in South Australia. We started 2 years ago in the woolly, the windy. Now we have the beautiful sunshine. The wind is still here, but the action, it's going to be than ever. 20 of the absolute finest Ironmen right now in the water. You can see, not the most traditional of beach starts. That's just a course navigation we've had to have out the day. That course set for an hour ago. Well, to kick off marine activity, we've not changed that course. We've left it up to the advantage of all the athletes, and now we start with the water deep start. We have 20 that will enter the water. One will come as a champion, and we may start the young gun Kingston Lowe trying to keep on his feet and go. It's not the better to be on and racing than to be waiting through that there, and just the inexperience to an absolute flyer through the middle though. It does look like the North Burley cap right through the centre of screen.
Yeah, I'll call the athletes across from left to right there. We've got Alistair Day, Tex Dixon, Henry Simpson, Finn Askew, Braden Casamento, Hayden Cotter, Jackson Borg, Joey Collins, Kingston Lowe, Riley Rasmussen, Kobe Daniel, Benjamin Zulbon, Deepman, Kai Onley, Matt Bevilacqua, last year's winner of this event, Cooper Williams, Rob McCartney, Benjamin Highfield, Lockie Merchant and Jake Mail rounding out our men's final there, Duff.
That's right, you can see the wind, it is just picking up as the afternoon goes. We've weekend long, that these conditions very similar to the Western Australia. Over there they call it the Doctor. They don't have a specific name for it here in South Australia, but we know each and every afternoon it is going to whip up and it is going to kick up, and it looks like it's Cooper Williams that has gone right to the front of this one. Up on the knees on the outside of him will be Tex Dixon. He loves to power down on the knees. Braden Casamento as well, clubmates. So right now it's Alexandra Headlands 1 and 2. Ali Day sitting there at about 6th position. Tex Dixon rounding there at about 8th. So a bit of a missed call there before. On the belly though, Cooper Williams starting to fly along back home. Look at the runs they are picking up on the way there, Paulie.
Yeah, look at this, the boys up on the knees now, absolutely going to work. The importance of getting a second can is just so crucial. You've got way they're coming home near. The boys are flying on these runs on the way back. They're about to get their toes into the sand and enter in for that swim leg.
Matt Bevilacqua is an absolute superstar when it comes to chasing these windy runners, and he is off to an absolute fire. These are his conditions. He won a world championship here years ago, back in 2018. He won the title here last year at Glenelg Sprint Challenge. He's looking to go back-to-back. Off early is Joe Collins. Look at Cooper Williams here, taking the easy way in. The easy way. He's found a way to the beach first. They've gone the bank down the south, and it is Joe Collins, and it's Braden Casamento. Braden Casamento will eat these run legs up. Matt Bevilacqua just in behind Williams. Finn Askew rolling on through. Tex Dix, the big ball paddle. Bigman, Hayden Cotter, Ali Day. Where is Ali Day? Only emerging out of the water now, so big work to do there for Ali Day. It's going to be Braden Casamento that enters the water first.
Yeah, unbelievable run leg there from Braden Casamento. He has been in form all summer long. Is this the moment? Is this the race where Braden Casamento gets that first major breakthrough win?
Look at the rating there for Matt Bevilacqua, grits the teeth. The thing that stood out for me last year for Matt Bevilacqua was that opening swim leg that he put together. An absolute monstrous swim for him. The support from the nippers, the juniors, and all the loved ones there as they ran through transition was almost deafening. I hope that's coming through on the broadcast, because there is a fair crowd here at Glenelg Beach and they are loving the surf sports action. It's a Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. It's the home of surf sports, and right now we've got 20 of the finest out in the water.
Oh, look at that, Duff. They are really starting to bunch up now. That swim pack, arm in arm, shoulder to shoulder, crashing and bashing all the way to that first green and yellow can here. Braden Casamento, Cooper Williams, former Australian surf race champion. He's going to be wanting to have a crack now. He's got to go. It's just so short, so fast. If you get an opportunity, you've got to grab it with both hands. And I think right now, Cooper Williams will be looking at the swim leg as his moment.
Well, that's right. He loves to put the work into the swim leg. It is his absolute strength. He's an Australian surf race champion, so he knows that this is a leg for him to make a move. He has mixed his results this year, and that is not a knock at him by any stretch, that he has mixed his results, and we are hoping that we get the diamonds of Cooper Williams, because when he brings his best, he is such a hard athlete to beat, and he is starting to swim away. Finney Askew starting to work onto his shoulder as well. So it's Cooper Williams, it's Finn Askew, Joe Collins and Braden Casamento right there in the mix, starting to make their way through. Tex Dixon in about 5th spot, coming on the back. I reckon that Hayden Cotter has moved up into 6th. Ali Day there on his feet in 7th. They turn for home now, Paulie.
Yeah, Ali Day and Hayden Cotter starting to move through the pack now. They are dangerous in this swim leg, but it looks like it might be Collins or Cooper Williams at the moment, potentially in 1 and 2. Finn Askew is another one who's got a deadly swim leg as well, so he's really starting to hit his straps. He'll be wanting to move through that front 5 pack now, but it looks like it might be Joey Collins, Cooper Williams, Bevilacqua in the pack as well, hanging on the feet of the boys for the moment.
Yeah, that's it. They come into a bit of a wave zone, impact zone, and we know up to the north there, it is a bit of a bank. So they're going to use that bank. They're going to lengthen out and extend that run leg as much as they can. And I'm not joking, Paulie. About an hour ago, this run leg, this transition, you could have said was in excess of 200 to 250 metres. Now, probably only about 100. They start to get up. They dolphin. This is gritty here. This is hard work right now.
Yeah, this is the test. This is the test in who wants it the most. Heart rate is through the roof, lactic acid. Second leg done, and you've got to get up and dolphin dive and wade. Only adding into the legs of that transition. So Cooper Williams in 1, he's had an unbelievable swim. Matt Bevilacqua in 2. What a swim from Bevilacqua. He wants to go back-to-back Glenelg titles.
Well, not only that, Cooper Williams in 1, Matt Bevilacqua in 2, Finn Askew in 3. These boys had a tense moment yesterday afternoon, so they know the stakes on the line. Braden Casamento in 4, Joe Collins in 5, Tex Dixon in 6, young Kobe Daniels in 7. Look at a young kid there from North Burleigh. Byron Diekman, Riley McCartney, also under 17. Here comes the great man on his retirement tour. The crowd get behind him. They're trying to lift him up to a victory. Ali Day in 8th. Your current ranked number 1, Jackson Berg. He goes in as the number 1 Ironman in the country. Hayden Cotter there in 9th. Lockie Merchant, the South Australian Ironman champion in 10. That's your top 10. We roll on through. Young Kingston Low, Zul there, and Only of Southport. Matt Bevilacqua hits the lead.
He's going to be hard to catch from here. Bevilacqua in a final third race ski league, he rarely loses these moments. He's just so quick, he's so aggressive. If he gets to that apex can in first duff, I don't reckon anyone can catch him on the way home in those runs. Joey Collins though has pinned the ears back and he's just moved up onto the back tail wash of Bevilacqua. He knows that he can't let him go now. So Casamento on the inside, Bevilacqua in the lead, Joe Collins on the tail wash. The race is still on.
The race is still on, and you have said it all day long, Paul. You're the expert in the arena right now, that if you can get to the apex first, it's a race to the apex. The wind will do the rest on the way home. So right now we are looking for who's going to turn that apex. They will be halfway to victory if they turn that apex in front. It's hard to pick it up, but I think it's Matt Bevilacqua still in front. Cooper Williams there on the inside. Braden Casamento still in the hunt as well. Finney Askew just tucking away, the World Ironman champion.
This is an unbelievable from Braden Casamento. I hope that he can grit his teeth and get to the beach. He deserves this result. He's earned it. He's fighting for it. He's not letting those big names like Bevilacqua, Collins get the better of him. He's fighting. So there he goes. He's on the inside at the moment. Bevilacqua's first in one at the apex. Here we go.
This is it. Race is on now, ladies and gentlemen. As they hit the sand, make sure you make some noise. It'll be a mad dash to the finish. You can see they start to push north to the north. They're chasing runs. Big run now out the back. Looks like Collins. There goes the race home from here.
Joe Collins pushing down to the north at the moment. He's just starting to tack back. He doesn't want to give himself too much of an extra distance in the final run leg. Bevilacqua on a nice little run now. He drops the blade only for a moment, but to pick back up, he's got to stay on this one. Casamento, though, he's working these runs unbelievably right now.
Braden Casamento is an absolute ripper across the sand. He can run for days, and Bevilacqua will know that. Bevilacqua grips and rips. He grits over the top of that one. He starts to push down. Casamento has the inside line, the better of it. The shallow end on the north end. No, he's over the top. I'd say finish the map, Bevilacqua right now. Ladies and gentlemen, going back to back here in Adelaide, South Australia. It's going to be your two-time Glenelg Sprint champion. It's going to be Matt Bevilacqua. He had 7,000. You cannot wipe the grin off his face. He will be your champion here in South Australia, Glenelg Beach, and isn't he happy about that? Braden Casamento rounds that out in second. Joe Collins in third. Finney Askew third. Cooper Williams five. Byron Dickman with a fast finish, holding his own up in the open ranks. Ali coming through in seventh position. Tex Dixon 8. But Matt Bevilacqua back to back here in Adelaide. Glenelg, he must absolutely love this beach.
Yes, unbelievable, Duff. He's been a little bit off. He's had it not the summer that he would have loved so far, but I tell you what, every time Bevilacqua gets back to Glenelg, he proves a point. What an unbelievable race. What an unbelievable podium. I'm down here now with the great man. Mate, unbelievable back-to-back wins here at Glenelg. Just how tough was that?
Yeah, that was brutal. I don't have any breath. A lot of waiting around at the start there because of the shark or wherever was out there, but Glenelg put on an awesome event every year. So good to defend that one, and it's just like how I grew up racing in Hobart or the northwest coast of Tassie. A lot of similar conditions, so glad to get that one done.
With this win picking up, and you're obviously your background, the resume in Molokai and being a really strong downwind paddler, did you know that it was going to be a race to those apex cans?
Yeah, the runners were really good out there. I think me and Razor settled on the whole way back on the ski, but it is it's tricky, you know, like Ali's flying, Joe, Razor, Cooper was there for a bit, you know, it's a hard field to win in, despite being a little smaller. It's just brutal sport at the moment, but yeah, glad with that.
I'm not saying you're old, but you're not young. Were you a little bit nervous coming in there knowing how quick Braden is up the beach?
Yeah, I knew I had to like pin it down the beach or do something. The old legs were stinging. He's lightning fast, but yeah, just you got to do something different, you know, you got to make it happen. You can't just pitch your bit worst against their best, so you know, try to make something of it.
And how important is this 7,000 points now going into a Chrissy New Year break, and then obviously it's going to be a massive start to January, February next year. How important is these points?
Yeah, it's good points. Oh, such a long series, you know, we've still got 3 10,000s to go and another 7, so, you know, I think I'm thereabouts, but we won't know until the end, and just want to finish the summer off well in the new year, and never know how many I've got left, so You know, I just left Brielle and Bo at home, so it's good to capitalise on these sacrifices, you know.
All right, last shout out. You got a shout out to Brielle, Bo, watching from home.
Yeah, that one's for you guys. Hope you enjoyed that.
Unreal, mate. 7,000 point win. Glenelg Sprint champion, back-to-back winner, Matt Bevilacqua.
Polly, you get these presentations. I'll get ready for the women's.
Alrighty, we're here with the podium. The place goes, what an unbelievable final that was. Joe Collins already up on the podium. Somebody give him the check. Hop off.
I thought they'd already start calling it out.
So straight after the presentation of these men, we'll have the open iron women in the water, ready to go, ready to race. So the open iron women will be in the water, ready to go. We'll have the presentation of the men's to start with, though. We've got 24 iron women, 23 iron women, I should say, on the line. So slightly deeper.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, in third place, Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7,000 was Joe Collins, BMD Northcliffe. Second place, Braden Casamento, Alexandra Headlands. And our champion for the second year in a row, Matt Bevilacqua, BMD Northcliffe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Glenelg Beach, put your hands together for your open iron men podium. Now in the water, we have the open iron women final. We start up there on the southern side. It'll be Georgia Singleton, Northcliffe. Chloe Klingner, Southport, South Australia. Naomi Scott, Northcliffe. Brody Trinker, Southport, Queensland. Amy Buck, Grange. I've been working on this one all day. Georgia, Eroda Canoe of Honourable. Liana Ledane of North Burleigh. Asta Micken, Northcliffe. Jessica Conrad, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Chelsea Hanks, Ocean Grove. Claudia Kelly, Northcliffe. Tegan Richards, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park. Katie Reese, Swansea Belmont. Lucy Derbyshire, Surfers Paradise. Hannah Deacon, Alexandra Headlands. Emma Alexandra Headlands. Catherine Robertson, Ocean Grove. Jess Burton, Zoe Woods of Alex Headland. And rounding out our open Ironman final for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge is Georgie McIntyre of Ocean Grove. You are tuning in to the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. We are in South Australia today, Glenelg Beach, and on the starting line we have the open iron women final. We are ready to go. The order will be board, swim, ski. We had Matt Bevilacqua just take out the open iron men with Braden Casamento and Joe Collins rounding out that podium. We will crown a Glenelg Sprint champion here today, potentially a new, we will have a brand new Glenelg Sprint champion after Georgia Fitzsimmons took out the first edition and Tiani Massey took out last year. They are not featuring here in this final, so we will see a new Glenelg Sprint Iron Woman champion crowned here today, and they will add their name to the honour roll, and they are off and away. You will see right through the middle of the screen, or right through the middle of the field, will be that of Katie Reese laying down on her belly. She will go belly assassin the whole way around. Probably Lucy Derbyshire also off to a flying start. Glenelg local girl. You can see her photo up there in the main foyer of the club as you're walking up the stairs. She is the #1 sweetheart in the eyes here of Glenelg Beach. She grew up here as a nipper. She's never won an Ironwoman race here on her home beach. She'll be looking to make a change to that today.
Yeah, you'd be hard-pressed not seeing a lot of cheers in the crowd with Lucy Derbyshire getting the win here today. Old local girl now racing for Surfers Paradise. But at the moment, I just spoke to Maddie Rees. Katie Rees, the laid-down paddler, in these sort of wind, choppy, bumpy conditions, she's going to be very, very hard to beat. With an order of board swim ski, Katie Rees is going to have a great little start to this Iron Woman final.
Well, that's right. We'll get a good look at them as they turn for that board can first, and we'll see them go across the back of these board cans. If you are joining us, we thank you for your patience there on the live stream and on the beach. Obviously, we had a delay to our start. A bit of marine activity out there in the ocean. We play in their ocean, so we're glad that they've gone away for the time being. But we have going across the back there. It looks like Katie Reese on the inside line, closest to us here on the beach. She's going to turn. Lucy Derbyshire there on her outside. A little bit of a traffic jam around that last turning can.
Yeah, that wind, it's just so hard. I don't think the athletes almost realise how quick they're going to approach, but have a look at this. Runner off the can down to the north there. Is that Derbyshire?
I think it might be Derbyshire here that's taken a good run straight off the can, and she has made that a really big move in this race, and she is starting to work down the front of that. There's a little bit of skill right there. There's a little bit of knowledge that's coming into play, and you can see how far to the north they are starting to push Katie Reese on a run in behind, as Brodie Trinker as well. So Brodie Trinker just in behind in second spot. Emma Woods here on the inside. And we can see Lucy Derbyshire, though. She is in the form of her career right now. She is in an unbelievable touch, and she's going to come into this first leg in front of the field, and she's going to try and put some work into these run legs.
Yeah, Lucy's hit the ground running here. She knows just how quick you can turn 10 metres into 20. Whilst they're out on the board and paddling, you hit the ground running. So it's Derbyshire in 1 with a nice little lead. I want to say that's 20 metres or so. Emma Woods in 2, Katie Rees in 3, Brodie Trinker of Southport in 4. That's our top 4 right now, running through the leading transition.
Yeah, you'll see Lucy Derbyshire. She'll go a long way down to the north, and she will try to work Jess Conrad there. 15-year-old Jess Conrad rolling on through with young Zoe Woods. Naomi Scott, former Australian Ironwoman champion, right there in the mix, and she can swim. Big move from her. Georgie McIntyre, Ocean Grove, Georgia Singleton also there in the mix. We got Claudia Kelly of BMD Northcliffe rolling on through. We can see Ocean Grove, Somerton, North Burleigh, Aston Micken there. Ocean Grove here, but out in front, it's Lucy Derbyshire. What has she got? She's got 5 to 10 metres. The girls just starting to chip away at it through this first initial opening sandbank. But she's in the deep water. They're still moving across the sand, so you probably expect that they do take away a bit of ground from her.
Yeah, she's going to work now. This is such an ace up the sleeve for Lucy Derbyshire. This second leg swim, she's so fit. She's in red hot form. As you said, this is the moment where I think Lucy knows she's got to turn the blade, to twist the knife just a little bit more. She needs to try and open up an extra 10 metres or so on the rest of the field. She knows the chase pack is really close behind her. Some very strong swimmers in there, as we said. Naomi Scott, Emma Woods, these girls are very strong swimmers. So this is where Lucy knows she's got one hand on the trophy. She doesn't want to take her foot off the gas now.
Well, we'll get a little bit of a time check as she turns that first can to see what type of lead it was. She touched down on the sand after her board, and I would say that that time between her touching the sand and the girls in the chase pack touching was about 10 seconds. She's about to turn this first swim can now. We'll see it in just a moment from the beach. She's turned. Start to count them out on the beach. We can see, I would say that there is still a 10-second gap between her and her closest rival, and that wind will just start to help even more. She'll get the first look at the wave zone. If the surf gods are favouring her today, who knows what she can pick up, if she can extend, or will it be there for the jag? Will there be someone in the jagger seat ready to capitalise on any opportunity that the surf gods will give them?
Yeah, the course management is just so important. As we watched from the men's final just before, knowing exactly your marks, where you want to hit the beach, it's so important. You've got to get up. We saw Bevilacqua do it to Braden Casamento. He knew where the shallowest part of the bank was. He got his feet in the sand, and that was the difference. That was enough for Bevilacqua to get the win. Lucy Derbyshire now, she would have been watching that final. She knows exactly where she wants to come in on that bank, and she knows the importance of not swimming into that hole. You can see now, boyfriend Finn Askew down there is creating a bit of a marker for Luce. She might be trying to look up, trying to find a sight, knowing exactly where she wants to go. The tactics coming into this game right now, it's all chess.
Well, like you said, it's all course navigation and management here. And with this wind, it's just whipping up. Every minute that ticks by, another knot gets added into this wind. It's coming from the southwest here. And you can see it's creating some of those waves, some of those bumps. And it does open up the opportunity for someone to take one, for someone to get onto one of these and to really put themselves back in this race. Lucy Derbyshire trying to work
place, little wave. Have a look. Sorry to interrupt you there, Duff. Our second competitor was barely a wave, barely a bump, but they managed to catch that little body surf wave, and they've minimised the gap to Lucy.
They have minimised that gap massively to Lucy. Massive swim there from second spot. Naomi Scott, what a swim there from Naomi Scott. She went into the water in 8th position. She has caught up to the tail of our leader, Lucy Derbyshire. We've got a race on our hands here, ladies and gentlemen. Make some noise as they make their way through transition. It's Lucy Derbyshire that leads it around, starting to work really well through these transitions. Big swim there from Naomi Scott, getting herself back into this race. Emma Woods, Jess Conrad there of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Katie Reese, Swansea Belmont. That is your top 5. They make their way to the north, to the south, to trick their skis to make their way out and around the Cairns. Lucy Derbyshire will take that in first. 15-year-old Jess Conrad currently second in this race.
Unbelievable swim legs from Naomi Scott and Jess Conrad there. Wow, that was huge, huge swim there. You can tell the importance. Naomi Scott
off and out for Jess Conrad. There's a little bit of that inexperience. She jumped on next to the Australian ski champion, Naomi Scott. Naomi Scott is now pulled up level with Lucy Derbyshire. We have a drag race to the finish. It's 1 and 2 right now. Lucy Derbyshire, Naomi Scott. Naomi Scott getting pushed to the north. Lucy Derbyshire holding her line a little bit more. As in behind us in transition, we can see the charge of the Light Brigade. It's the Victorians. It's the South Australians. Everyone mixed in between. But back out in the water, we're down to a race in 2. Potentially, Emma Woods there starting to roll on through there, making it a race in 3. Possibly she could be the one that can get back in here and upset the apple cart. Katie Reese moved up to 4th spot. Jess Conrad there in 5th. But it's a battle in 2 right now, Paulie.
Yeah, Naomi Scott just had a little look at Lucy Derbyshire and thought, you know what, I'm going to jump up onto the side of you, trying to potentially maybe conserve a little bit of energy. Maybe she's conserving, maybe she's gassed, spent all her energy in the swim. But certainly Scotty knows how to race, she knows how to win. If she can save or conserve a little bit of energy on the way out to this ski can, maybe she's thinking she can drop the hammer on the way home and might be able to pull over a couple of extra bumps. If she lets Lucy, who's led this from start to finish, maybe she runs out of gas, maybe she hangs on.
Quick interruption before we get to the end of this. Open men's surf race final to the line. Open men's surf race final to the line. We go back into the action of the water. We got the open men's surf race coming up after this, so you'll be able to get a good insight as to what's coming up. But it's a race in 2. It's a match race. I would give the advantage out in the water to Naomi Scott right now. Once they hit the sand, though, I think speed across the sand, Lucy Derbyshire is a bit faster. So it's a very even match here on. It's probably who can turn that apex, get the best of the runs. I wouldn't be surprised to see both on the same wave and see a sprint up finish.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Do they play? Is this match racing? Do you stay shoulder to shoulder, side by side, or do you split the field and try and pick your own line? Right now, they're going wave for wave, runner for runner. Right now, Lucy Derbyshire pulling down a great little runner there, but she's a little bit further down the beach. She doesn't want to give Naomi Scott a direct line, though.
I would say now we know for sure it is a race in 2. It's either going to be Lucy Derbyshire or Naomi Scott crowned as the champion here in South Australia, taking home the $3,000 cash and the 7,000 points. We're going to have a new champion crowned at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Georgia Fitzsimmons won it all the way back 2 years ago. Tiani Massey was the champion here last year. We crown a new champion. Power down, accelerating the way there from Naomi Scott. She makes a big move in the final stage of this race. Lucy Derbyshire trying to counter back, trying to fight back. She will. It's going to be who can get the speed of the boat or across the sand. Lucy Derbyshire, she's up first. Naomi Scott trying to get who can keep the feet. Stumble, stumble, fumble, stay humble. And here they go. Lucy Derbyshire, she goes straight past Naomi Scott. She's going to take this one out. She's faltering at the finish, but she's going to be strong enough to win on her home beach. Lucy Derbyshire takes it out. Grew up as a nipper here. Glenelg Beach made the move up to Surfers Paradise to continue and pursue the Iron Woman dream, and she takes victory in a 7,000 point Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge, the 3rd lady to add her name to the honour board. Across the line there in 3rd place, Emma Woods. Naomi Derbyshire pushed each other the entire way. It came down to the closing moments and the final stages. What a race, what a treat we have had so far here on Glenelg Beach, South Australia. We're going to have our open men's surf race come in just a moment. Matt Paul is going to interview Lucy Derbyshire, the winner, and then we'll be back with all the action.
Lucy Derbyshire, wowee. What about the form you're in right now?
Oh man, I think that's 3 races in a row and a bit of a roll, but I'm just so happy that I'm down here in Glenelg. This is my 3rd time coming here. 3rd time lucky, I guess, for a win, but it's an honour to kind of come back and see everyone and kind of see where it started, so yeah.
Is it extra special winning here, being originally from the Glenelg Surf Club?
Yeah, 100%. I said, like, if we had a carnival like this when I was younger, I would have been absolutely frothing. So, yeah, it's super special, and it's just amazing to kind of be surrounded by the people I grew up with and everything like that. And this beach is, like, so cool. I love racing here. It's always meant to be flat, but I think it always throws up to be something a bit more tricky, yeah.
It was an unbelievable race. You led from start to finish, but did you know how quick, what was your race plan and race strategy? Did you know Naomi Scott would be chasing in that final ski leg?
Oh, 100%. I think Naomi's the strongest swimmer in the field no matter what race. So I was happy to kind of come off the board first and have a little bit of a gap going into the swim, but I was pleasantly surprised with kind of how I kept up the front for most of the race. I think I race better when I'm out in front, not trying to catch up and bridge the gap, so yeah.
Well, unbelievable. Lucy Derbyshire, winner of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7000. Enjoy your Christmas break.
Thank you, I will now.
Lucy Derbyshire crowned our Glenelg Sprint champion for 2025. Grew up here south of Glenelg, her home club, now under the Surfers Paradise blue and yellow star. Signing autographs there with the local nippers, the fans. We're going to have the open men's surf race in the water in just a quick moment. Paulie will do the presentations. We'll be back with the action, the surf race, and Hayden Cotter looks to go 4 on the trot. 3-time series champion here in the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, the home of surf sports. The program still to come for the afternoon. Swim, board, ski, junior irons, Taplin.
All right, in 3rd place today, Emma Woods of Alexandra Headlands. And in 2nd place, Naomi Scott of BMD Northcliffe. And our champion, winner of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, Shore and Partners World Ocean Series, Lucy Derbyshire.
All right, we turn our attention now to the water's edge once again. Funky Cole, our chief camera operator, he's getting his steps up this afternoon. He is all over the beach. We hope you're enjoying the live action on the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series YouTube. We know with the sound, the noise of the beach, the crowd here gathered today, that you are enjoying it here on the beach, live in action. We got the jetty pumping, we got the Ferris wheel in the background, we got the festival zone up the back, absolutely vibing. Surf Life Saving South Australia, Taplin Real Estate, Tourism South Australia, the Host Club Glenelg. They have put on an absolute show for us across the 2 afternoons. We got the open men's surf race about to go. These men were rejoicing this morning. A surf race straight final, not having to qualify, not having to go through it. They are extremely happy with that one. We will go through that start list, but the name to watch, or the one to watch I should say, comes in the form of the sky blue. It's Hayden Cotter. He's the 3-time series champion. He has the opportunity this year to create history, being the first person ever in the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series to win 4 series in a row. If he can manage to pull that off here with the first one ever, he will create history. Look at the speed across the bank, and it comes right through the middle there of Cooper Williams and Hayden Cotter. Cooper Williams, his big brother Bailey said he's due. He raced phenomenally well in that opening iron final, so he's in a good headspace. I think he'll be one to watch. Him and Hayden Cotter are going to battle it out around the camp.
Yeah, that's a pretty good assumption, Duff. Cooper Williams in these sorts of conditions, very, very fast, very quick to that first can. Short swim, he's great with wading, dolphin diving, his skills, getting across that bank, all the little things he's extremely sharp at. Obviously a former Australian surf race champion as well. Henry Simpson, also of Alexandra Headlands. Now he's another one who's been racing very, very well earlier in the day today. Looked unbelievable yesterday in the Dash for Cash swim race. So Henry Simpson to watch. Cooper Williams, Hayden Cotter, I think that could be our podium.
Well, Jackson Borg in there as well. Do not discount him. He is looking for very valuable MVP points for the overall series. At $5 grand cash up for grabs for the overall Shore Partners World Ocean Series MVP, where you combine all 4 of the individual disciplines. That'll be the iron, swimboard, and ski. Whoever's got the most points across their top 5 events in the season will take home that MVP. He already has one MVP. With a win here, 7,000 points, he'll be very much the clubhouse leader with still plenty to play out. We go to our next 10,000 point event in Manly in just a couple of weeks' time. We then finish with a big one, the Shannon Eckstein Ironman Classic. It's a double header. We have the Friday Sunset Tour. It's the one there, we go Friday Sunset. We then have the granddaddy of them all, the finale. Our Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. It's the Shannon Eckstein Classic. But right now, the men, they make their way for home. They turn. We can see clear leader out in front. I think it's Cooper Williams that leads this one in. Henry Simpson right there in tow. Hayden Cotter just off the pack right now in about 3rd or 4th spot. They start to make their way into that impact wave zone. That's where things can change. That's where we can see. We noticed Naomi Scott pick up a nice little bump there in the Open Iron Women final. That brought her right up into contention with Lucy Derbyshire. So the waves, although small, out of the southwest with the wind, they can come into calculations.
And a quick shout out to the ladies in the Open Female Surf Race. Do not miss out. We need you down to the line immediately. Open Females. Back to the men's here. They're up and waiting. Here we go. It looks like it could be Cooper Williams in one. This could be an upset.
Cooper Williams, an upset, not by any stretch of the imagination. He's the surf race champion of Australia. This is not an upset. This is what Cooper Williams can produce. This is it right here. Henry Simpson it is. Oh, Henry Simpson, the clubmate under the cloak of darkness, has got it done. He's in tremendous form. A superstar to watch. One to do. This is the bright lights right now. Henry Simpson will take the tape and the win. Gives it a big karate chop. Hayden Cotter, valuable points for him in the overall series. But that man there is a threat to the series himself. Henry Simpson. Jackson Borg and Toby Sutton now of West Beach. They're going to round out the minors. Jackson Borg, super valuable points. But Henry Simpson has been on absolute fire in these swim legs. We thought it might have been Cooper Williams. Big Bear, Bailey Williams, his brother, said that's Coops. He emerges from the water. It's Henry. Mate, you and Coops have been confused all day long. Yesterday we got you fused with Borgie. We've got to start putting some respect on your name.
Yeah. You just got to do it.
Just got to do it, mate. 7,000 points. You're beating this man here, Hayden Cotter, across the line. He's a 3-time series champion. 7,000 points. Are you going to be the man to upset him this year?
That's the goal, but just got to take it one race at a time, and consistency is key. Come close the last 2 comps, but good to finally get a win.
Mate, you got plenty of juice left in the tank. You're young. Career goals. What are we looking to knock over in the lifetime of Henry Simpson?
Just be consistent as possible and see where that gets me.
Mate, South Australia, Adelaide, how do you enjoy the place?
Oh, it's lovely down here. It's a nice place to race at, and the chicken wraps up there are real good.
They were, hey, you were tucking into that, yeah, so hopefully celebratory chicken wrap for you this afternoon or tonight. What's Christmas plans?
Just have the family at home and chill.
Congratulations, mate, well done, 7,000 points. Hey, you got the target on your back now, I think.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Remember the name, remember the face. Do not forget Henry Simpson, one to watch. Do not underestimate that man from here on in. We'll go straight to the podium with our place getters here in the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. We're going to have the Open Female Surf Race on the line. They almost guns up, ready to go.
Benny.
We'll call our men to the line once Henry does a quick interview. And they will be presented their winners' checks.
Let's restart the race.
All right, presenting our podium for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, Shore & Partners World Ocean Series, 7,000 points. In third position from Newport, New South Wales, Jackson Borg. In second place from Manly, New South Wales, Hayden Cotter. Remember the name, remember the face, do not get confused. Your champion of the day, Henry Simpson, Alexandra Headlands, Queensland. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for the podium of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge Open Male Surf Race. Paulie, straight on the line, we got the Open Female Surf.
Yeah, what an unbelievable race that was by Henry Simpson. Big congrats there. Shocked but not surprised. So we got Katie Rees down in position one down there, then Holly Fanning, Zoe Woods, Liana Ledane, Amy Buck, Alex Bredden, Georgia Singleton, Tegan Richards, Hannah Deacon, Naomi Scott, Emma Woods and Samantha Howe of Glenelg there, rounding out Open Females Surf Race Final. Naomi Scott, we just saw what she produced for that swim leg in the Open Ironwoman final. If she can do that again, she's going to be very hard to beat. But have a look at her legs going there, the weighting of Naomi Scott, unbelievable. She stayed on her feet the longest, absolutely flying along that bank there. Emma Woods just trying to hang in, trying to stay on the feet of Naomi Scott at the moment, but just so big, strong and powerful.
Yeah, plenty of action still to come here. The Shore & Partners World Ocean Series Home of Surf Sports, the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. We're going to call all of the board race finalists to the line, understandably knowing that if the women are in the board race final out in the water, that they'll be able to have that opportunity. So most definitely the men to marshal into the line, the women that are not in the surf race to the line as well. We're going to keep the action rolling here at Glenelg Beach. We have a lot of fun so far, still plenty to come. We've got the Open Female Surf Race out there. We've got champions in the water right now. I hope you are enjoying this as much as what I am. This course, as this tide comes in, gets a little longer. It plays into the hands of others and out of the hands of some. But with the greats we've got in the water, Naomi Scott, Emma Woods, Katie Rees, they're all going to be out there trying to get very valuable swim series points as well as overall MVP points. A change in the program for this year in the Shore & Partners World Iron Series, you'll notice, is the Iron women go first in the program. What that does, it allows us the opportunity to open up the chance for these men and women that maybe would to generally put all the eggs into the basket of the iron to be able to come out here and really give it some. Paulie, you got someone on the beach there?
I'm just sitting here with Hayden Cotter. He's looking for a board to borrow for the final here, Duffman. If anyone's got a board they'd like to lend Hayden Cotter for the board race final, that's all we're here. That's all we're... Bit of love, a bit of appreciation, sharing and caring.
Yeah, preferably race one there for Hayden Cotter. He would take a race one board in a heartbeat right there. So Hayden Cotter looking for a board for this open board race final. But we've got in the water right now the Open Female Surf Race Final. We've got out there Katie Rees, Zoe Woods. They're going to be right there in the mix. Naomi Scott, Emma Woods. I would say they are the red hot favourites right now. Georgia Singleton has been in great form across the entire weekend. She is so consistently high performing out here at Glenelg Beach, but it's going to be a very, very tight battle out in front. I think Naomi Scott's just starting to get away with it right now. She's opened up a little bit of a lead over Katie Rees there and Zoe and Emma Woods, the sisters from the Sunshine Coast. But look at the little bumps starting to build up as well, Paulie. The waves can still play a massive role and a factor in this one.
Yeah, there's a couple of little spoiler waves starting to roll in across that bank. We saw in a couple of the races before the second place, I think it was Naomi Scott that took a big gap off Lucy in the final stages of that swim leg, just being able to keep your head down, kick the legs, as we see there now. Wow, our lead swimmer just
second wave, sorry, Paulie coming over to top of you there, second wave. They have picked up a little bit of a bump. Naomi Scott, though, still surfing it out in front. She's going to have to stand. No, someone's gone past her. They're going to stand now. Naomi Scott further to Further to the north, Katie Reese coming in on a more direct line. Naomi Scott, Katie Reese, Emma Woods coming with a fast finish as well. But it looks like it's going to be Katie Reese, Emma Woods. They're not over yet. It's not all but done. What a tight finish. The big smile. Katie Reese takes the tape. She's your current Surf Swim Series leader in the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series. She adds 7,000 points to the tally. Naomi Scott and Emma Woods pushed her the entire way. Georgia Singleton comes across the line there in 4th. Zoe Woods in there in 5th. But what a race between the 3 superstars of our sport. The up-and-comer, Katie Reese. The history-making, can do it all, Naomi Scott. And the ever-consistent, the ever-true, coming with a fast finish, Emma Woods. Absolutely exhausted. Katie Reese, you got the nippers here behind you, asking already for the silverware, and it hasn't even been presented. And with a smile, you graciously said, "Sure thing, yes."
Yeah, of course. All the little groms down here, they're making it a much better atmosphere, and they're the roots of our sport, and we just see them come through.
Oh, it's so ironic, and it's ironic you say they're the roots of our sport, because you're only young yourself. You're a first-year under-19. You step up into the open ranks. You go up against the likes of Emma Woods and Naomi Scott here in South Australia. It's got to be a little bit daunting at times, but you seem to rise to the occasion.
Oh yeah, it's definitely daunting. Like standing next to your idols every time. I'm still 17, so I sort of get all very excited still. But they're just girls, and I know we can stick it through. Like Jess Conrad, first year under 17, was absolutely killing it in that iron. So there's definitely some young guns coming through, and I just absolutely love racing the older girls.
Well, that's it. I think you've been a massive part of that movement where the young guns are taking it to the Opens. Now, you were leading the overall swim series coming in. You add 7,000 points. Is that one of the big goals for the season?
Yeah, definitely. The MVP is the thing I'm looking at this season. I think that's such a cool thing to show that we can all do every leg, and that's definitely what my sort of stance is, like Aussies, for example, and I just want to keep it as high on the point score on that open iron as possible.
Well done. Congratulations. We'll let you enjoy your moment on the podium, and then you can pass on the medal as quickly as you want.
Thank you.
Put your hands together again for the 3 women, Emma Woods, Naomi Scott and Katie Reese. They'll have that moment up on the podium, and then we will turn our attentions to the open men's board race.
Yeah, just a little bit of a hold up for the open men's board race.
Paulie,
Joey Collins and Lossies.
In 3rd place from Alexandra Headlands, Queensland, Emma Woods. In 2nd place from BMD Northcliffe, Queensland, Naomi Scott. And from New South Wales, the Newcastle region, Swansea Belmont, Katie Reese. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for your open female surf race podium here at the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. It looks like we're ready for a start here in the open men's board. Guns up at the ready. Cole, you're getting your steps up today, Funky. Mate, you're going to be looking fantastic in Thailand on a holiday booked after this. Well deserved after the work this afternoon.
Alrighty, and they're underway. The open men's board race here. Definitely the middle getting the best of it at the moment. Looks like Cruz McKay in the middle there, and just down from him, Bobby Burfield. Bobby Burfield, your boy, the local boy, absolutely flying across that sandbank, staying on his feet.
That northern corner erupted. I watched Robert Burfield, the young under-17 competitor, get off to a flyer. He won the 17s board earlier on that trademark start, and he flew to the can. By the time he opened up at the can, he had a 2-board lead. He's done exactly the same. He kept his feet, he stayed there longer, and he is powering the right way right now. Bobby B, I love him.
Tell you what, Stu, happening ever. He split the field at the moment. He took off, and he hasn't looked back. No, I don't even know if they're on his wash at the moment. Cruz McKee tried to go out to the left, but he saw how quick he was going. It looks like he's made a last-minute dash to try and get onto the side wash, but he's absolutely flying at the moment. If he can get to that first can, he's going to fly along the back. A couple of runs and he's thinking straight into that second can. He's almost there.
Yeah, that start was absolutely electric. He's about to turn that can now. He's still going to be out in front. Cruz McKee just starting to come into that. Potentially maybe even hitting the front there is Cruz McKee. That red missile of his absolutely flying there. You'll see he does lay down paddle the whole way around, one of those iconic styles. I mean, that might be Tex Dixon there on his outside. He loves to work around the cans on his knees. It's very iconic of the former Australian champion Tex Dixon. Cruz McKee picked up a little bump already. Riding that wave all the way to the north is the missile out of Mermaid. Cruz McKee thrashing away on his belly. Former Australian board champion Tex Dixon trying to make him work for it. Bobby Burfield, Robert Burfield, pulls down a little bump here as well. Cruz McKee still running away with it on the north.
Cruz McKee narrowly hanging on to the lead at the moment, but he's just had a look over his shoulder and seen two joining him now on this wave, so it's a race in three. Here will be our podium, 1, 2, 3. We've got Cruz McKee, Tex Dixon, and that's Joey Collins on Lucy Derbyshire's board.
Yeah, Joey Collins ran down the beach, got Lucy Derbyshire's board, went, I can use this, I can paddle, whatever. Powers over the top, Joe Collins up, so is Cruz McKee. Good sprint up the beach here between Joe Collins, Cruz McKee, and Tex Dixon, but it's going to be Joe Collins on the borrowed craft. It doesn't matter whether it's a race one, it'll do the job. He's happy with that one, takes that tape. Cruz McKee, runner-up there, Tex Dixon in third spot, and valiant effort from the young man out of Grange, Robert Burfield, takes that one there. Paulie, I'll get you to go up and chat with Joey Collins, get the winning interview there, and I'll get prepared for this women's final. I'll get that board over to Lucy Derbyshire as soon as I can. If we can get Lucy's board over here to the start line so that she can race her final, I think she would appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm here with the winner of the board race there. We didn't know who it was on that blue and pink board, and then it came to me. It was Lucy Derbyshire's board. Where's your board, mate?
Slight miscommunication. I think someone's put it on the trailer already. Yeah, made it work though. It was 10 kilos lighter than my board. I might be dropping weights.
Unbelievable board race, mate. How quick was Cruz McKee, and at what point did you hit the front?
Like metre from the shore, I think. Going out around the cans, I got held a bit wide and then got this epic runner along the back stretch and linked it in really well and kind of caught that wave onto him. And yeah, when I hit the beach, I was hoping I'd be on the further side and got away with it. And yeah, first board win probably ever.
Mate, unbelievable win, and what a one to win. Glenelg Sprint Challenge, you are the board race winner for today. Joey Collins, BMD Northcliffe.
Huge fish there in the open men's board race final, the Short Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Joey Collins, borrowed board, does not matter to him one little bit. Your open men's board race podium in third place, Tex Dixon, Burleigh Heads, Queensland. In second place, Cruz McKee, Mermaid Beach, Queensland. And your winner of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge here in 2025 is Joe Collins. Can we call all the open male ski competitors to the line? You will go in the water after the women's board final. On the line with us, we have the open women's final across the start list. Emma Woods, Brodie Trinker, Alyssa Johnson of Warrnambool, Georgia Singleton, Jess Burton Grange, Georgie McIntyre, Ocean Grove Victoria, Jane McNeil of Warrnambool, Marley McCarroll Anglesey, Chloe Klingner of Southport, South Australia, Lucy Derbyshire, Surfers Paradise, Amy Buck Grange, Tegan Richards, Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Naomi Scott, the Australian board race champion here in South Australia, Liana Ledane, North Burleigh, Victoria Barnes, Port Noarlunga, Zoe Woods, Georgia, Eroda Canoe of Warrnambool, Katie Reese of Swansea Belmont, and they are off and away. Right through there, the centre, you can see Lucy Derbyshire absolutely flying off the beach. Katie Reese here on the northern side. She is off to a flyer as well. I'm trying to pick out where our Australian board race champion is, Naomi Scott. Up and over the top as well. Zoe Woods, it does look like off on a good start. Through the middle there, Jane McNeil of Warrnambool right there in the mix as well. Emma Woods on that southern side just got hit by a couple of waves. It's going to be a tough ask from where she is in that position. But Lucy Derbyshire, she has shot out of it. She's gone straight to the front.
Lucy Derbyshire's board here has been kissed by a little bit of magic, Duff. It could be on back-to-back board race victories here. Joey Collins just took Lucy's board for the win in the open men's. Now Lucy's out here flying. She's going to have to cut that check. Joey's going to have to cut that check halfways with Lucy for a lease of the board. Absolutely magic so far, though. She's doing everything right.
Doing everything right after an Iron Woman win. She's looking to go and take a board title as well here in Glenelg. Joey Collins is a very happy man here on the beach. You can't wipe the smile off his face, but you can see turning now. They're about to make their way across the back. They'll feel the wind out of the southwest right there. And Lucy Derbyshire, she is flying right now, trying to chase her down, the likes of Katie Reese, Naomi Scott, Emma Woods right there in the mix as well. But Lucy Derbyshire, she has opened up this gap. She's running away with it as we speak. They're going to turn for home. She'll get the first look at the bumps, and we know, you've said it, it's so important. The first person that turns is generally the winner here today, Paulie.
Yeah, that and confidence, two of the greatest things you can do out there in the race today, and she's absolutely running on confidence right now. An incredible win on the home beach, or an old home beach for Lucy here, and now she's backing it up with what is soon to look like potentially a board win. Have a look at that. She's absolutely milked it. I think she's on away from the back, Duff.
Yeah, she has picked that run up from the backhand and rode that all the way through. And this will be as easy as she likes here for Lucy Derbyshire. She'll have time to really enjoy this moment. And look at Finney on the beach already clapping, already cheering. He likes what he sees. What do you like about that, Glenelg? Come on, make some noise. One of our own. It's Lucy Derbyshire. She's a South Australian export. She's going to take the Iron Woman world by storm, and right now she has Glenelg Beach in the palm of her hands. She can do whatever she likes here in Glenelg Beach. She is a winner in the Iron Women earlier today. She will take the tape here in the open female board race, the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. She is unstoppable right now. Brodie Trinket up the beach in second spot. Katie Reese will round out that podium. But right now, this is Lucy Derbyshire's world. We're all just living in it.
Seriously.
Loose. Paulie said it before, confidence is a very, very dangerous thing to an athlete. Right now, you have to feel on top of the world.
Oh man, I wasn't really expecting that. I just had a really good start, and that kind of set me up for the rest of the race. But yeah, of course, confidence is a good thing coming in to a race like that, yeah.
Now, Joe Collins in the men's just before borrowed a board, your race one. Seeing him paddle that board and come across the line in first place, you might have thought maybe this board's pretty good.
It must be the board, hey. I saw Joey had a really good race before, and got a really good runner in. I was kind of hoping for one of that, and I turned that last can and it almost turned into like a full wave in. I didn't even have to really paddle in. So yeah, definitely the race one board helping us out.
Now, this was your beach for how many years?
Oh man, so many years, probably under 10s to first year 17, so a while, yeah.
And it's got to be a little bit humbling to come back and see all the nippers screaming your name. You walk up to the restaurant, your portrait right there in the main foyer of the restaurant, and to perform the way you have today, it's got to feel really special.
It is super special, and as I said, this is my third year coming here, and this is my first 2 wins, so yeah, I'm super happy to be back, and yeah, it's awesome having all the little nippers around, and yeah, they're so cool.
Ski to go, we're going to keep the winning form rolling.
I wasn't really actually sure after the iron if I was going to do it in the individual races, but I think I probably should now, hey?
I think you should. Good luck.
Thank you.
We've got the women straight up to the podium. An unbelievable performance there from Lucy Derbyshire, but do not discount the performance there from Katie Reese and Brodie Trinket, 2 absolute stars of our sport. The board paddling prowess we have in the women's field right now is second to none. In third place from Swansea, Belmont, New South Wales, Katie Reese. In second place from Southport, Queensland, Brody Trinker. And your 2025 Glenelg Sprint Challenge Shore and Partners World Ocean Series champion in the open female board, Lucy Derbyshire. We go straight down to the line for the open men's ski race. The big boys of the sport, the dash, the bash, the flash. The wind will be up, the power will be on, and the speed will be turned to the absolute maximum, Paulie.
Yeah, this men's ski race is going to be electric. The Seacliff boys, Nathaniel Drum and Tommy May, they looked great in the heats earlier in today, as did big Benny Smith. A couple of the big boys getting around the beach in this open men's ski race, as we're seeing the boys starting to float the skis now. It's definitely changed a lot from this afternoon though, so sorry, apologies. It's changed a lot from this morning's. Very, very flat. A lot of wind, a lot of bumps, plenty on the ocean to play around with, so
yeah, this will be a really interesting race right here, the open men's ski final. Harrison Torrens has been in unbelievable form. He went toe-to-toe, shoulder-to-shoulder, and came off just marginally second best to Jackson Collins at the Shore and Partners Hayden County Classic. For me, he is the man to beat. But Jackson Borg, we know his prowess. Tom May has the pride of South Australia on his shoulders. Nathaniel Drum and his clubmate also there in the mix. And we talked about a man, an imposing figure, Ben Smith of Glenelg. If there is a man that is big enough, strong enough, and fast enough to get one for the home club, it's got to be Ben Smith. Tense moments at the start of ski races, Paulie. Tense moments. Piran Phillips right here on the northern side. He has a bit of a stumble there through the middle. Oh, out on the southern side as well. Absolute disaster there off the start. Can't get in the boat. That's a shocker. Through the middle there, Tex Dixon. He's flying.
might have been Cody Gaddies of Cronulla that absolutely got the best of that start at the moment. On that southern side, flying out, so he got the best of it. Piran Phillips was in the good, but it's just one blade that he missed his stroke, and he got a little bit of a wobble, and that was enough. That's enough to lose half a boat length, and you know what? In conditions like this, in a ski field like that, you just can't afford to miss a stroke.
You cannot give a stroke away. You get an inch and everyone else takes a mile. They will go straight to that 10. As soon as they turn that apex, we'll get a good look as to who our top athletes are going to be and who's going to be right there at the pointy end, who's going to fight out for the championship here at Glenelg Beach, South Australia. I think that's Tom May pushed to the front right there. So Tommy May, Jackson Ball just on his outside. So 1-2 right now. Tom May of Seacliff, Jackson Ball there of Newport, New South Wales. They feel the wind, they feel the runs, and they start to push down the front of those work. Out the outside there, we can see starting to work into it as well. This is going to be race on, Paulie.
Yeah, Tommy May is absolutely flying at the moment. That rating is through the roof. The way he got around that can and just came off it seamlessly into that first runner was textbook. And look at that now. Because of that seamless run that he picked up off that apex can and into the third, it looks like he split the entire field apart, and he's on the top of this one now. He hasn't taken his foot off the gas.
Yeah, you cannot afford to take your foot off the gas for a single second here in the Glenelg Sprint Challenge as we try to get a better look. Harrison Torrens. It's Harrison Torrens. The Glenelg Glare's got the best of us. He was second at the Shore and Partners Hayden County Classic. He's looking to go better here. He has the overall ski series firmly set in his sights, and he's going to go one better here on his beach. He's going to look over his shoulder for Jackson Collins. He's going to have a sigh of relief to not see anyone there, and that is a clinical performance there for Harrison Torrens. He has made an absolute clinic out there in the wind and conditions, and he has the time to mosey on up to take the tape and win his first ever Shore and Partners World Ocean Series. Piran Phillips there in second spot. Joey Collins having an absolute day out. Jackson Borg in fourth. Rolling on through Kai Onley, Cody Gads of Cronulla, but Harrison Torrens, we called it as Tommy May, the white ski tripping us up, but we should have known Harrison Torrens, the class paddler in the field, the man to beat, will go to the top of the overall standings, and he will be the man to chase down. flip the program just so slightly. We're going to put the under 17 males before the females. So we will do female ski, 17 male iron, 17 female ski, then mixed Taplin to finish. So 17 male to the line. Paulie, you got Harrison on the interview.
Yes, I'm down here with our winner now, Harrison Torrance of Newport Club. Mate, it's a classy field, but you just blew it apart then. How good was that paddle?
Oh mate, that was really fun out there. There was a good bunch of crew out there, and like I just knew we had to get that can first. I was on the outside, and wanted to stay out of the big fight in the middle, and made it there first. And yeah, it was all good.
You had a flying start. You got to the apex first. Was it good runs coming home?
Yeah, I basically sat on one run the whole way in. I was stoked because I was starting to cook, and I was I'm semi-dying now.
A Dash for Cash win yesterday, wasn't it? Ski race win today. It's been an incredible weekend. Are you pretty stoked you came down to Glenelg?
Yeah, well, I came down and stayed with my big brother, so it was always good to stay with him, and the result's just a bonus, but no, it's been fun down here.
Mate, it's been a cracking summer for you so long. You had a second place in a sprint finish with Jacko Collins at the Hayden Kenny Classic. How good is it now to take a 7,000 point win?
Oh, to be honest, when I was coming in that wave, I was looking around, I was like, please don't tell me it's going to be a sprint finish, because I'm more of a paddler than a runner, but hey, it was all good. I pretty much walked up the beach.
Mate, well, there you go. You're the winner of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, Ski Race Challenge. Unbelievable paddle, and certainly that's going to put you in good stead for the overall surf ski title.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Appreciate it.
There we go, guys. Winner of the Open Ski Race Final, Harrison Torrance of Newport. What a wonderful paddle that was. Backing up from a second place, as he mentioned, in the 10,000 at Alexandra Headland. So great points on offer overall in the series. But as we see the men now on the podium, and he's there again. He's had an Ironman third, a win in the board race, and now he's back up for a third place. Joey Collins in third place at BMD Northcliffe. Second place, Piran Phillips of North Burleigh Surf Club. And our winner of the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series, Harrison Torrance of Newport Surf Club. There we go. What an unbelievable, what a classy ski field. What a race, what a win. Now we're going to throw on down to the open female ski race. They're about to get underway here. Can Lucy Derbyshire make it 3 from 3? She's on the northern side here.
Well, that's right. We know that northern side, it can be tricky, but if you can make it work on this northern side, it can be the best side to be on. She's going to be able to hold them all in the wind, try to get the first training camp at the start. The start is where it'll be won for the eventual champion there, and we like it as well. Position number 1, Claudia Kelly, Northcliffe, Chloe Klingner, Southport, South Australia, Laura Campbell of Christie's Beach, Charlie Smith of Seacliff, Katie Reese, Swansea Belmont, Alyssa Johnson, Warrnambool, Emma Woods, Alex Hanlon, Phoebe Warren of Seacliff, Alexis Jane Janjuk, Jane McNeil, Warrnambool, Georgia Singleton, Northcliffe, Lani Steele, Janjuk, Zalika Sibberblad, the South Australian ski champion, Asta Micken of Northcliffe, Victoria Barnes, Port Noarlunga, Tegan Richards of Burleigh Heads, Mowbray Park, Zoe Woods, Georgia, Eroda Canoe of Warrnambool, Brodie Trinker, Southport, Queensland, and Lucy Derbyshire, the girl of the moment. She's untouchable right now in a great form. The winning form is hard to stop. It's a picket fence of form right now. If you look at Lucy Derbyshire's name, it's got ones right alongside it. She's hard to beat, and confidence is a big factor when it comes to surf life saving. It's very hard to slow momentum, but she does have some class paddlers in this field. Claudia Kelly there from position number 1. She will be right there in the mix. Katie Reese, the up-and-comer, she will also fancy her chances. Naomi Scott right through the middle. It'll be important for her to get out of the damage in the middle of the field. Lucy Derbyshire just double-checking with the starter, checking what she wants. You can see just starting to get a little bit of an uneven line. It's going to be tough for them. This is a real challenge now for the starter. We see Lucy Derbyshire. She's right up there, almost to her neck. Well, right there on that bank there, right there through the middle. This is tough, trying to work back onto that bank, try to get a bit of a foothold as well. The starter's done well to keep them at bay, to hold the girls. They're being patient, but they'll only be patient for so long. She looks Looks like she's right back in position. No, it's fancied, and right now, start. Oh, so I would not want to be the star in the water, Paulie. I would not want to be him for 1 second right now.
There we go, underway. Good call from the starter. The girls are in the boat flying. So 6 from the left there. Alyssa Johnson of Warrnambool, yesterday's Dash for Cash ski race winner. Great start from her. Also, Claudia Kelly, one to watch in that final. She didn't have a good start.
No, she got caught in the wind there on that start. She didn't get it. Lucy Derbyshire is gone. She has flown away right now. Position here on the northern side, and she has gone. She's going to hold them all now. Look at this. This is tactics. This is strategy. For everyone watching on the watch how Lucy Derbyshire races this race. She is holding them as wide as she can around that can. She wants the inside line. She knows she's got the nose in front. She's going to keep them to the south of that can. She's going to keep them there for as long as she can. As soon as she turns with the wind, she will fly with it. Naomi Scott is the one that's trying to climb over the top right now through the middle. But Lucy Derbyshire holding position right now, trying to keep them as south as she possibly can. Will get a good chance right now as they turn. It's Lucy Derbyshire that turns first. Winning form is good form. It's the form I'd want to take in, Paulie.
Holy moly, confidence queen. We talked about it before, you just can't underestimate it, but that was an unbelievable start. She looked a little bit deep from the jump start. I didn't think it was a good spot on the line, but I tell you what, champions make it work, and that she did. Shot out of the cannon, flying there. She's taken an early lead. As we can see now, have a look at that. Runs on offer out the back now. It's an absolute playground out there for them on those skis. Chasing, hunting runs back and forth, north to south, working the ocean. We can see the lead paddlers now just getting absolutely everything out of this at the moment. And it looks like it's Derbyshire in second place there, down to the north.
Yeah, I think maybe Katie Reese starting to work into this one as well. So Derbyshire, Katie Reese over the top of another runner there. Over the top of another one is Lucy Derbyshire. Katie Reese just coming back on the inside run right now. But Derbyshire, a wave in front. Can she go free from 3 this afternoon? It looks like she can. She waited 3 years for a win here at Glenelg Beach. She hasn't had to wait too long to go back to back to back. She's had 3 wins on the day. We've got a race there for the minors, but right now you are witnessing the Lucy Derbyshire show, and it's all free of admission thanks to the Show and Partners World Ocean Series. You can do nothing but applaud the champion. She puts it up the tray straight to the dome. Katie Reese is going to come across there in second spot. Alyssa Johnson of Warrnambool in third. Brodie Trinker in fourth. Jen Jacques there in fifth. But the tray straight to the dome like the NBA players. Lucy Derbyshire, she goes 3 from 3.
Yeah, Duff, that was unbelievable to watch. I'm here with Lucy Derbyshire. 3 from 3, what's going on?
I have no idea. I think just a good start. I think that's what's been happening, a good start, and that's kind of been what's setting me up, yeah.
We talked about it before, the importance of confidence. Is that what you're feeling right now?
Yeah, definitely. As I said, I wouldn't usually do this many races. I really concentrate on the iron, but a bit of confidence after that, and I'm like really excited to do these races. I think that's why I've been going so well. I'm just excited and happy to be out there.
Well, whatever you got, bottle it, keep it, take it into next year. You got to keep that momentum rolling.
100%. I think there's so much left of the series to go, so if I can get a little bit of momentum, I should be looking for a good rest of my series.
Would you love to be driving home in a brand new car, Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series champion?
Oh, 100%. The prizes up for offer this year is unmatched by anything else, and yeah, huge thank you to the sponsors Shaw and Partners and Race One for really helping us athletes out and giving us something to look forward to this season.
If you win a second car, you're going to sell it to Finn?
Maybe. I mean, he drives my car more than I do, so we'll probably share it.
So he's the Uber driver, your passenger princess?
Yeah, I'm a passenger princess. He can do all the driving for me.
Well, there you go. Unbelievable. Confidence queen, Lucy Derbyshire, winner of 3 races today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We got the under 17s in the arena now, Paulie. The juniors, they've joined us in the main arena. We're going to ask the under 17 female iron to marshal into the arena as well. We've got the 17 men on the line, and this could be the race of the afternoon. We've already seen some of these men around in our open ranks going through the motions, getting it all done. But go through this start list and tell me you don't get excited with the likes of Riley McCartney, Axel Tucker, Kyle Hampton, Angus Little, Jake Mayle and Aaron McCarlan of North Burleigh, Tao Birrell of Semaphore, James McGrath, Mentone, Kingston Lowe, Mermaid Beach, Connor Stanton of Grange, Jack Cross, Coogin Headland, Lockie McGregor, Glenelg, Maddox Burke, Wanda, Mish Sutton, Jonah Kilpatrick, Toby Hallam, Archie Ray, Kai Maloney, Harrison Carberry and Kobe Daniel. They will go like bats out of the hell right here, right now. The opening board leg here, board swim, the junior iron order, and there will be speed across the beach. Racing and away. Nice clean start.
Yeah, look at them go. Absolutely bunny hopping, dynamic, electric, flying across that bank if you must. Maddox Burke there, textbook bunny hopping. He managed to stay on his feet the longest, and I tell you what, he's given himself a 10-metre lead at the early stages of this race. Skills there for the man of Wonder Surf Club, coached by none other than the great Nathan Smith. Unbelievable start for Maddox Burke, but it'll be Kingston Lowe that I want to watch. He's going to be one. He's been board paddling unbelievable all day long. He's going to fight back. He'll push for the front.
I think you can just see the difference right there and the strength of our opens compared to our juniors. These juniors, they're quick, they're fast, but they just don't have the strength in the windy conditions like this. Quite a lot of them had to go straight to their belly off the start, whereas the men, the opens, they were straight on their knees. You see Tex Dixon on his knees the whole way around. Maddox Burke was the strongest of that start, and he was just able to cut through that wind a little bit better than the rest. Kingston Lowe right up onto his tail now, but it's going to be Maddox Burke that leads that out. Watch for the trifecta, the trilogy of the North Burleigh boys. They will be the ones that will start to work together and push their way to the front of this. But at the moment, it's Maddox Burke of Wonder. He turns. Nice little lead. Kingston Lowe just in behind him there, and they are feeling the runs in behind them, Paulie.
Yeah, big lead for our opening two competitors at the moment, but certainly there's a big presence from that of the North Burleigh Surf Life Saving Club. Very strong all day in the under 17s, but Maddox Burke in one, it might be Kingston Lowe in two. I tell you what, we've talked about it all day. We keep saying it, Duff. You can't give them a gap going into that second can. The minute you turn it, you're straight on a runner. We've watched Lucy Derbyshire doing it all day. The minute she turns those cans, she turns 10 metres into 20, 30, and it's a victory every day of the beach. So you've got to get there. You've got to try and fight for every metre on the way out.
Kingston Lowe pulling down a nice little runner there, pulls level there with Maddox Burke. We should have the 17 female irons. Can we ask one competitor from each mixed Taplin relay to check in at marshalling? One competitor from each mixed Taplin relay to check in with marshalling as we turn our attention back to the ocean. Maddox Burke has found another little bump and he's found a little way to get away. Kingston Lowe just behind him, chasing him right now. So it's Burke of Wonder, Lowe of Mermaid, and you can see there's the boys from North Burleigh. We said they wouldn't be too far away. Riley McCartney will be also right there in the hunt. Stanton, Jonah Kilpatrick there of Grange. Look at Burke. He's gone. That transition, absolutely lightning. Lowe looks to chase him down, Pearly.
Yeah, that was a moment there. The way Maddox Burke got off his board, he knew he wanted to go flying through transition and increase that lead. Kingston Lowe, though, on the chase now, as is Carberry, North Burleigh, Grange, North Burleigh, Maroochydore, North Burleigh again. There we are, the big three from North Burleigh. They're in that chase back, but they've given Maddox Burke a bit of a lead here. They're going to have to get going.
A little bit of a difference as well. Maddox Burke, he has the opportunity. He has to pick the line and he has to go. He took the northern line a little bit more. Everyone else has gone a little bit further south. They've looked at Burke and they went, I don't know about that line. Kingston Lowe, he took the more northern line and he's starting to go. But will Burke be able to get more pure on the can? This is where course navigation, tactics and strategy comes right into play.
Yeah, we've talked about the importance of course strategy, and you're pinpointing your marks going in and out, your entries and exits. That's what's so important. Maddox Burke there went a little bit more to the north. Kingston Low and the rest of that chase back going a little bit further south. With this wind picking up, it's getting stronger. The sweep's getting stronger. Maybe that'll be the difference. Maybe that's what they've got to be able to take off that 10, 20 metres lead that he's got.
Well, that's it. They're trying to just inch into that lead, but I just think right now Maddox Burke is just a little bit faster than the rest of the field. They pulled up level to him across that bank, but as soon as they were into that deep water, he hit the accelerator again, and off he went. He looks like he's had that can pretty dialed in, whereas that southern side just kept their line a little bit straighter, not as direct. They're starting to make way for it now. There is still plenty to play out here in this junior Ironman. The under-17 boys, they're in the main arena right now, Glenelg Beach. It's the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge, and Maddox Burke, he has started to open this up even more.
Unbelievable there. Just when we thought that gap might have been closing, he's doubled down on that lead. He's got at least 10 seconds, I want to say, across that first can from second place at the moment. So Maddox Burke is just all gas, no brakes at the moment.
All gas, no brakes. Burke absolutely flying out there. He's going to turn for home now, and he has the opportunity now. He has it all to play out in front of him, and it's a good little lead right now. The only thing that can take it away from Burke is probably the surf gods and Mother Nature, and Mother Nature has had her say on the day already, so I don't know if she's got much more to play out here this afternoon at Glenelg Beach, but we will wait and see. The Wonder Kid, call him the Wonder Kid, Maddox Burke. He's out there in front, and he's starting to make his way right now to the impact zone. It's Kingston Low, Mermaid Beach chasing him down, and the North Burleigh trio, they are right there in the hunt as well, Paulie.
Yeah, it's Burke's to lose from here. He's oh so close to getting up and standing. There we go now. He just went to try and find his feet in the sand for a dolphin dive. A little bit too deep though yet. Maybe he's puffing, he's looking, he's trying, he keeps trying to get up for a dolphin dive. It's too deep. He's got to keep swimming. There's a little wave out the back here, Duff. I don't know if, second place is on that wave. It's not over yet.
It's not over yet, but Burke should pick this one up. It could be over if he gets this one to the beach. There's some great body surfing skills there from the man of North Burleigh. He's got the long legs pumping. He thinks he might still get it done, but Burke's got to get up and go. He will. He'll end up getting the job done. Led from where to go, fast across the start of that board. Raider runs a winner. Pick the right line on the way out in the swim, and he will be your Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge in the 17s. He adds very valuable points to the tally. Kobe Daniel there, North Burleigh, Jake Mayle there. That's the trio. Kingston Low will fall just off the podium there off Mermaid Beach. That flying start on the board, just getting caught up in the wave zone there of the swim. Carberry of South Australia, West Beach as well, right there in the mix.
And I'm here with the winner of the under-17 male Ironman, Maddox Burke from Wanda. Mate, unbelievable then. Just how quick was that field?
Oh, unbelievable. I think we had 5 under-17s in the open final, so this field is red hot and it's looking good for the future.
Did you know the importance of getting off on that board? I watched you across that bank there, and you stayed on your feet the longest, you bunny hopped, you got an early lead. Was that a part of your early race strategy?
Yeah, well, I knew there's a lot of good board paddlers and a lot of good swimmers in this field. Had to get a really good start, try and break them off the start. I had a good alley, so worked it to my advantages.
The boys from Wanda, you're looking really strong. Smithy's doing God's work with you down there in Wanda, mate. What's the secret?
I won't spill Zion's, I guess.
Love it, mate. Unbelievable race. You've taken the win. Glenelg Sprint Challenge, 7,000 point winner, Maddox Burke of Wanda. Congratulations. There we go,
the boys
Duffman.
will
And the very fast finishing North Burleigh in 2 and 3. Unbelievable swim legs from the boys of North Burleigh there. Kobe Daniel in second. Jake Mail in third now, just getting presented with his medal. So Jake Mail and North Burleigh in third place. Kobe Daniel, North Burleigh Surf Club in second. And our winner, Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge, Maddox Burke of Wanda Surf Club.
We got the junior girls, the under 17 female Iron Women finalists there on the line. They have gone through their qualifiers here in this morning. We now have our official start set ready to go. That'll be Asta Micken there of Northcliffe, Mackenzie Very, Brighton Beach, Georgie Mack of Ocean Grove, Jess Osborne, Glenelg, Chelsea Hanks, Ocean Grove, Jade Rocker Grange, Zara Farrington, North Burleigh, Ava Needham and Phoebe Warrener of Seacliff, Allegra D. Domenico of Mentone, Marley McCarroll, Anglesey, Jess Conrad, Burleigh Heads, Keely Henty Charles, Seacliff, Amelia Tunney of Semaphore, Eloise Hards, Christie's Beach, Grace Norman, Brighton, Zoe DeMaria, Glenelg and Catherine Robertsons. And we've got a start right now, Paulie.
Yeah, the girls are underway. So far, from what we've seen today, it's been all the Jess Conrad show. But Jessica Osborne of Glenelg stuck it to her in the surf racks as well. Very strong competitor, as will be Georgie McIntyre of Ocean Grove. Looking very good, had some good results at the Battle of the Bay. She's going to be moving quite well. Zara Farrington, also North Burleigh, one to watch in this final. Extremely good board paddler, so they're getting out. The entire field split at the moment, Duff. They've got quite a big gap there. They've got one to the south, the other to the north. Jess Conrad leading that pack to the north over on the right.
That's it, 2 packs. We haven't seen this all day long, Paulie, so we can see it now. 2 packs split right down the Hay Diddle Diddle. One to the north, one to the south. Jess Conrad leads one, can't pick up the leader of the other. They make their way around to the cans. We know how fast they're going to go along the back of those string of board cans. They're going to fly along the back of those, and we can see all day long. You called it first thing this morning. You woke up, you went, race to the apex, you turn the apex, you're going to have the race won. And I don't think you have been wrong once yet today, Paulie.
No, it was a bit of a lucky guess, I reckon, Duff. We watched it last year, similar conditions. It was always a race to that first can. Saw the importance. It was a part of Bevel Aqua's strategy. When we spoke to him, he said, I knew the importance of getting off the beach in that board. I had to be the apex first. And he knew it was a cat and mouse race with Braden Casamento. And we've been watching it all day. Lucy has been doing it to a textbook, to a T, and that's why she's got 3 from 3 wins today. Great start in the ski. She got to that can first, she took the win, and now we're seeing it again. It looks like Jess Conrad has got to that cans first, and now look at that gap between first and second.
Yeah, I don't know. It is Jess Conrad that's leading. I think that's her in second spot. So someone has beaten her at her own game there. She's made that first postal winner in every single race she's contested in the 17s yet. But there she goes. A little bit of a bump there for Jess Conrad. So she's starting to make her way into this race right now. Looks like she's going to go straight past them here. But it's a race into right now. Another little run to the north as well. So we're going to race into... It's Jess Conrad and possibly Jess Osborne, the local girl, the Glenelg. She can swim as well. Another one joins the party. A race in 3, race in 4 out the back. Waves on offer everywhere across Glenelg Beach right now. The Wave Gods, they've come late to the party, but here they are. They're starting to play a factor right now. Jess Conrad pulls down the front of that one. As we can see, starting here, it is going to be almost a minor advantage for Jess Conrad getting into her favoured swim leg, but it's as far from over. Further down the beach, Georgie McIntyre, Ocean Grove. I think it's here on the inside. Is that Asta Micken there of Northcliffe as well? But right now, currently, Jess Conrad touches down first. Georgie McIntyre there in second spot. It was Zara Farrington of North Burleigh. She led that one out and around. She was the one trying to take the fight to Jess Conrad. But here she goes. She's starting to make her way through transition now. Jess Conrad could barely blow out a candle. Georgie McIntyre, Zara Farrington, they work their way into this one now. They're currently on the podium. Asta Micken, she's a South Australian girl. She's right in there. Anglesey in the hunt as well.
Great transition there from Jess Conrad. working those runners so well off that can. As we said, it was Zara Farrington of North Burleigh that was in the lead early, but Jess Conrad pushed over a couple of runs, took the lead, flew through transition, and now she's in her strongest leg. She's going to be very hard to beat from here. Jess Osborne at Glenelg, she's going to be one. She'll be trying to move through the pack a little bit more now, maybe.
Yeah, this is where Jess Osborne will make a move, but she's going in the water a fair way back. She's right there in the middle of the pack, about 10th position. So watch for the big move there of Jess Osborne. She's a great swimmer, but she didn't get off to the fastest start there in that opening board leg. Jess Conrad just going onto that second bank now, so we can see doing a little bit of dolphin diving. She is further to the north. Got the chase pack there on the south, so it's 1 versus 3 right now, and I think they're going to have to combine forces to try and chase down our leader now of Jess Conrad.
It's a tough bank. It's hard to get across. Getting that heart rate up, coming off that board leg, and then having to work through the hard sand transition, wading, dolphin diving all the way across that bank. Really tests the lungs and gets the heart rate up. As we see now, Jess Conrad, she's out to sea, making her way to that first swim can. She's got a fantastic little lead now. Once she gets around this first can, we'll be able to see just how good that gap is, and she'll really start to open it up as she makes her way to home, trying to get herself a name on that trophy, a name of the title.
I'm grateful for what he's saying, but we do know.
So there we go, Conrad around in 1.
And her big rival at the moment,
gap as I thought it might have been, Duff.
Big rival at the moment, Zara Farrington of North Burleigh. She was second up at the Shaw & Partners Hayden Kenny Classic. She won the ski earlier here today. She's an up-and-comer. She's on the rise, and she's trying to take it right now. Jess Conrad, the one to beat, but Zara Farrington, I would say her closest rival right now, not only here, but from the Hayden Kenny Classic where she was there on the podium as well. So this is her showing us what she has, and I would say that gap has opened up one little bit. This is a really tight finish here coming up.
What a race this is turning out to be. Jess Conrad still managing to hang on to that lead, but Zara Farrington isn't letting her have it all her own way. She's not giving up at all. It looks like that gap may have even been slightly reduced. If she could get a little bit of a run, a little bit of confidence, you're looking at the feet, you're chasing her all the way home. Maybe Conrad doesn't know just how close she is, and that might be inspiring Farrington to keep digging deep, fighting.
Well, that's it. It's getting closer and closer, tighter and tighter. Maybe the amount of times the racing around the cans, mixing the 17, the fatigue, the lactate, everything's starting to come into it. Because I would say that Farrington is starting to close in on Conrad as they make their way to the wave zone. A little bit of a bump on as well here, Paulie. We could have a race on our hands.
Here we go now, the girls leaders 1 and 2, just approaching the wave zone now. If they can get a little bit of a bump here, have a look, heads down, the rating is through the roof. They've got to start kicking as we see Conrad up for a little bit of a dolphin dive. Almost, she did that, she missed that wave. Oh. In goes Farrington.
Misses that one as well.
Behind.
Oh, there was the opportunity there for Farrington. She stood up, she dove, she just couldn't get over the top of it there. Those heavy legs under fatigue. Jess Conrad knows how close Farrington is, knows how close the shore is. She's going to get up, she's going to dash across. Farrington's going to try and cut the corner on her and take this away from her, but she won't be able to. It'll be too little too late for Zara Farrington. It's going to be your champion here, Jess Conrad. She's going to take another one out in the Shaw & Partners World Ocean Series. She's going to take another win here in Adelaide. Jessica Conrad, not just a star of the future, but a star of now. But Farrington of North Burleigh took it the entire way. The sprint between BMD's Northcliffe, Asta Micken, and Georgie McIntyre of Ocean Grove. But what a race from two up-and-coming superstars, training partners at Miami Pool. They would have known going into that final swim leg what each other had left in the tank. Zara, we'll get you in for the interview as well. Jess, congratulations, well done. You're pushed the whole way by Zara though.
Yeah, definitely. That was a really challenging swim. Oh, I'm done. I can't do anymore.
Did you know how close she was as you were coming to those final stages?
Yeah, I could. I was looking behind me. I was like, oh God, come on, Jess, keep going.
And you both had the opportunity. You got the wave, you didn't quite capitalise. Zara, you had that little bump underneath. You just couldn't quite get over the top of it though.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't too sure what was going on or what was coming, but I was just hoping I would get something.
Now you girls, you're separated by about 1.5 kilometres on the Gold Coast of coastline. You swim and you train in the same squad in the same pool at Miami. What's it like racing against each other? Because obviously great friends off the beach, but out there in the water, no friends in the surf, is there?
No, we do. We're pretty good friends and it's so fun racing against each other.
That's great. What about you, Jess? Same, the feelings are mutual?
Yeah, 100% agree. Friends on the beach and enemies in the water, I guess.
Oh yeah, we love a good rivalry in surf life-saving. Congratulations, girls. Great performance.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, look at that. 2 stars of the future, the under-17 girls, Zara Farrington of North Burleigh and Jess Conrad of Burleigh. A big ups as well to Asta Micken and Georgia McIntyre, who had that final dash there for the minor places. And it looks like it was the nod given to Asta Micken of BMD Northcliffe. So in 3rd place for the under-17 girls, Glenelg Sprint Challenge at Assurance Partners World Ocean Series, it's Asta Micken of BMD Northcliffe. In 2nd spot of North Burleigh, Zara Farrington, and your champion here at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge, Jessica Conrad.
Girls, can you take your medals up and hold them for me, please?
Yeah.
Final event here, Paulie. Final event, the mixed Taplin relay. And this is obviously just the entree and the hors d'oeuvre to the festival zone that Glenelg Surf Club have produced up there. So this is what you might say the undercard to the main event that's going to kick off the festivities here in South Australia. Leading into Christmas, everyone's got a little bit of holiday mode going on right now. Paulie, you and I are looking forward to knocking off here. It's been a long season for us. It's hard work.
Has been a long season. This onshore breeze stuff, it's got the lips chapped. The vocal cords are stretched to their limits. I can't wait to get up there, get my hands on one of those delicious Coopers up there in the festival zone. We're only moments away. What a finals package it has been. Right from the beginning there, kicking off with the Open Ironman final. Bevilacqua going back-to-back in his race. Then we went to the Open Females, the local girl, the local legend, Lucy Derbyshire, taking her first of 3 victories today. Going into the board races, the swims, the skis, it's been action aplenty all day long. But I tell you what, Duff, this is where it almost finishes. This is it, the Taplin Relays.
That is exactly right. This is it, the Taplin Relays, and we can see the clubs on the line. North Burleigh, Mentone, Warrnambool, Christie's Beach, Glenelg, the home club. Wouldn't the festival zone be kicking off in a vibe right now if Glenelg Beach can get it done? We've got Southport, South Australia, BMD Northcliffe also in there as well, Seacliff, Grange. We've got Brighton up there at the end, so plenty of action. I've just been told all of the nippers, the 13s through to the 17s, there will be random draw prizes in the festival zone. So random draw prizes for all the nippers that were entered across the weekend up in the festival zones. Plenty of prizes to give away. I've been told Anthony Merchant, Vice President of the Glenelg Surf Club, has gone absolutely bananas with the prizes this year. He has dug deep into the Surf Sports budget. I think there's PS5s, Xbox Series X's. There is all sorts of big ticket prizes up there in the draw. Is there any truth to the rumours, mate?
No.
Oh, sorry. I must have been lost in the trade winds of South Australia. I don't know where I heard that one from. Starting here, though, Paulie, you call the start.
Here we go, underway. Great call from the start of there. Couple of clubs opting to get down on the knees. Bobby Burfield's in there of Grange. He'll be looking to give his club a great opening lead here. So now we... Christie's Beach down on the northern side here. Shot out of the gun. Absolutely flying start. Maybe Glenelg as well. Also very, very fast start. You can't win a Taplin from the first leg, but you can certainly lose it. So this is all where it begins. This is the setup. Get off the beach. Get to that first cam. We've talked about it all day long. Give your teammates a great lead. That's where it is.
I've just worked it out. The Xbox money, the PlayStation 5 money, I know where it's gone. Glenelg Surf Club have had massive scoops in the last 30 minutes. They have signed the likes of Lucy Derbyshire and Lockie Merchant back to their home clubs. So they will race under the green and gold of Glenelg for this next one here in the mixed Taplin. So Glenelg, they're going to be the hot favourite right now. Lucy Derbyshire, whatever she touches, it turns to gold.
There we go, a little bit of bragging rights, a little bit of huff and puff. Northcliffe, and here we are, the Taplin town. Somebody say Taplin. Here comes Alexandra Headlands and knocking. And here we go, making their way back to the beach now. Wait till they get a little bit closer. We'll start to make out some caps there. The order. Board, swim, ski, mixture of male and female. That is what makes up the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Open Mixed Taplin Relay. Here we go, 2 on the lead wave, 2 on the trail wave. 1 and 2, milking that wave all the way back to the beach. What a paddle from Bobby Burfield of Grange there in 1. Byron Diekman from Maroochydore in 2. So
look at this.
Grange in 1, Maroochydore in 2.
South Australia stand up right now. Grange leads this one round mixed Taplin. Here we've got Byron Diekman. Look at Lucky Merch there for Glenelg. Nathaniel Drummond out of Seacliff. Here comes the North Burleigh charge as well. Do not rule out North Burleigh. I've got a sneaky feeling about them this afternoon. The Waterbull Bullets are all racing in board shots. You better believe that. Here comes Mentone. Northcliffe coming through here as well. Glenelg B, Brighton, Alex Headlands. A lot of work to do for Taplin Town. A lot of work to do for Taplin Town. So we have tactics right now. Zoe Woods, and this is Jack Hansen outthinking the room. Zoe Woods has gone off with the men to tag now Braden Casamento against the women. And this is a tactic they like to play. And I understand the tactic, and I've been walked through it before, and I won't give too much away. I know the reason why they do it, and I understand the reason why they do it, but I don't want to go into the details of it because I don't think that's fair in the locker room. But it's a tactic they play very often here in that opening leg to try and send off the female with the male, hoping that they can just do enough to hold on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Braden Casamento right now is moving through that field unbelievably. Also running on a little bit of confidence apparent. Second place in the Ironman earlier today. He's moving up the inside through that field, so he's in about maybe 4th or 5th place at the moment, I'm going to say. Huge metres already. So to be Grange in 1. Glenelg in the top, in the mix there as well. I want to say Glenelg's in about three or four at the moment, but it's Grange and Maroochydore in 1 and 2, but somebody's got a handy little lead at the moment, just turning that second can now, making their way for home.
Oh, disaster. Disaster right now. It looks like a handy lead. It looks sizable. Course navigation, no. Course navigation. We'll get the judges to give us official word on that one. But I think they've gone the wrong course out there in the water. It looks like a big lead. It looks sizable. But I don't know. Seacliff have got the course correct. Maybe a bit of TV time. Maybe they're after a bit of TV time right there. But the main race right now is out in the water. They'll be our true leaders right now out in front. Look at Braden Casamento, tagged in about 10th position and has cut his way through like a razor blade right to the front of this. I said Taplin Town had some work to do. But Taplin Town for a reason. Here comes Alex Headlands. They are the dominant force in the mixed Taplin relay. We go from Braden Casamento to the surf race champion from earlier today, Henry Simpson. Naomi Lombard, he's going to go through and tag Joey Collins. Oh no, Naomi Scott. They're flipping the script on Taplin Town. They're flipping the script on Taplin Town right now. Naomi Scott is going to go out and try and chase down Henry Simpson. Look at Glenelg right in the hunt. Warrnambool, North Burleigh, Maroochydore. Oh, this is a great mixed Taplin, Paulie.
Yeah, unbelievable. I'm absolutely in awe of that paddle from Braden Casamento there, tagged in around 10th position. I did not realise how much ground he was just eating up out the back there, but coming in first, making that tag, unbelievable paddle there. They know how to win Taplins. This is the script, the rules themselves. Henry Simpson going in with a 10-metre lead after winning the open male surf race today. That's not a position that any other club wants to be seeing right now. I'll tell you what though, Naomi Scott, she's no slouch in a surf race. Staring down the barrel of a challenge, she'll be looking to try and find Henry Simpson's feet, to try and minimise that distance. She knows that Joey Collins will be going in next. It'll be Emma Woods, I'd say, from Alex, so this is where we're gonna see a little bit of chess, a little bit of tactics. All right, let's see how they're going now. Henry Simpson still absolutely flying through this course at the moment. He's around the first can, and I want to say he's increased that. He's got another 10 metres on what he had from the tag on the beach. Second place is yet to round the first can. What an opening impact, what an opening exchange this has been. Braden Casamento into Henry Simpson. This has been a dynamic move in the open men's Taplin relay, mixed Taplin relay, apologies.
Yes, but I like Northcliffe. They're trying to play the cards. They went, well, if you're going to do this, we're going to try our own little trick shot here. We're going to send out Naomi Scott. Now, Naomi Scott will hold her own absolutely right now, and she's going to come through, and she's going to have to tag Joe Collins. Now, he's a man possessed at the moment. Joe Collins is a confidence player, and right now, he normally stands at about 6 foot. He's standing at about 6'4". 5'11", you reckon? They're good, mate. They're good dimensions. Don't ask me about 5'11". They're good dimensions. I've been 5'11", standing on my tippy toes for years.
Look at that now. Couple of little waves out to that northern side there. One of them kicking on at the top of that. So we've got Henry Simpson now streaking out with a huge lead there. He's really opened up on the moment on the rest of that field.
He has opened this up. Seacliff, unfortunately, don't know yet, but they have gone wrong course. They are out of this one right now. They've picked it up, though. Wrong course, but right place right now. They have picked up an absolute bomb, but the real leader of the race right here is Henry Simpson and Alexandra Headlands. Seacliff have gone the wrong course, unfortunately for them. They are out of this. I think there'll be a DQ coming up next to their name. Not my call to make, just my call to call.
Wave on from here,
way out the back.
Look at that.
Naomi Scott. Naomi Scott, this is the trick shot. This is what Northcliffe needed right here. They flipped the script. Henry Simpson rolls on through transition. It's Taplin Town. Alexandra Headlands #1 right now. The closest rival to them. In the major events, the score is 8-7. 8 to Alex, 7 to Northcliffe. That little bit of body surfing there. The length of the transition. Shoreline to shoreline. That is the gap. Joe Collins really feeling himself here this afternoon. He's going to go out and he's going to try and mow down Emma Woods. Hannah Deacon in the water right now. This is her territory as well. She's a South Australian. Naomi Scott makes the tag. Look at North Burleigh. These are all the young guns there at North Burleigh. They're young guns. Liana hits the water there. So Liana of North Burleigh right there on the feet of Joe Collins. And will we see what will happen here at the end of this, Paulie? Make a prediction. Put your money where your mouth is.
Oh, I think Joey Collins had that look in his eye, a glint of determination, if you will. He's hungry, he's rolling on confidence, and he loves a little bit of prize money. He's changed the flights to stay here tonight. He wants to be up in the festival zone. He's got one eye on that Alexandra Headlands and Alexandra Headlands only. I think he's going to be able to catch up to Hannah Deacon, but he's going to take it to a foot race. He's going to have a very dynamic transition.
So I've just had the Shore and Partners Stat Lab coming to my ear there. Liana from North Burleigh in the water right now, 19-year-old out of Ireland. She is the European surf race champion. She was runner-up at the most recent championships, but she's got a European surf race championship under her belt already, all the way from Ireland. She finds herself in the sunny South Australia, Glenelg Beach for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. We are truly international, truly global. 18 stops across the world this year, and we bring all comers, the internationals. They find a way to make it down here, down under, all the way to the bottom of Australia, South Australia. Big welcome to Liana. I'd say top of the morning, but I don't know if that's still protocol in the afternoon. I don't know. My Irish...
Oh, Duffman, would you have a look at that? Have a look at that. Joey Collins is already on the feet of Alexandra Headlands. The man is possessed.
Man-possessed Joe Collins. Glenelg just coming through, getting through their work. Plenty of action. Joe Collins, Hannah Deacon, 1-2 at the moment. Liana out of Ireland, now North Burleigh right there in the mix. That's your top three. The Queensland teams dominating the proceedings so far. It's the mixed Taplin relay. It's the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. We might just have a little chat right now, if we can, with David Fasoskis. He's the surf sports manager out of South Australia Sox. 3 years ago, you got in contact with the World Ocean Series. You said, I want to put an event on. We started at 5,000. The weather was miserable, but the smiles and joy on the faces of everyone down here, I will never, ever forget. From here, it's grown. You've got to be proud of what you've built here.
Mate, very proud. It's an amazing event. It's really, we're stoked that we get so many interstate clubs come down and support this event now. It was a bit of a pipe dream for us to even put on a 5,000, and it was great to get some big names down for that year one. But how it's grown year 2, year 3, it's amazing, mate.
And that's it. I think from the moment we set foot on the beach here for the Glenelg 5,000, the first ever sprint challenge, you asked the question, how do we make this a 7,000? We gave you the blueprint. We said, make it happen, you can have it. And you did it straight away. 12 months, you turned it around. You promoted yourself to a 7,000.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And, you know, just to think, I think our the first lot of prize money for the open iron was $250. Ali took that one out. But within 12 months, it jumped from a few grand up to 30 grand's worth of prize money. So, mate, build it and they'll come.
And that's it. And you've got tremendous partners that help you build that as well, don't you?
Absolutely. Taplin Real Estate and the George Hotel have been fantastic. SATC, the state government, they've been really supportive of our events here on the coast. They're our two biggest supporters of this event, and again, we couldn't do it without them.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for having us down in South Australia. Are we back next year?
You're always welcome, Duff.
You beauty. Thanks, Sox. And a big shout out to Surf Life Saving South Australia. Paulie out there. Joe Collins, enormous effort. His tag. Will Shedder out in front. Emma Woods trying to chuck him down. A man possessed is the way to describe it.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable swim there from Joey Collins. Picked up a nice little wave at the end there, but it was just that transition again, as we talked about. The minute he hit that sand, that 20-metre gap he had turned into 30, and he's tagged Will Shedder now, who's well out to sea. He's approaching that first ski can. Very handy lead. It is Emma Woods. Alexandra Headlands in 2, chasing North Burleigh back a little bit further in 3rd place at the moment. Around now, the first of our Adelaide teams here is Grange, then Glenelg, and then into Maroochydore here. So that is 4th, 5th and 6th.
You've got to go back to the tactics though, don't you, Paulie? Alexandra Headland, they went with Zoe Woods first. They put the girls out against the boys. They then tagged Braden Casamente. You fought Water Masterstroke. Northcliffe adapting on the fly. I'm going to go and chat. Joe Collins. Joe, come on over. I don't want to take you away from your team. Now, that tack there to send Naomi out, was that adapting on the fly? Was that, we've got to try something here, or was that premeditated? Were you always doing it?
Look, honestly, that's Captain Gnomes' position there. I just got told where to go. I went there and did my job. Naomi did the best thing I think I've ever seen in a Taplin. It was unbelievable, that body wave, and closed that line on Henry Simpson. He should know. Naomi's got his number.
All right, we'll go talk to the boss, the captain of the team, Naomi. You've been the mastermind behind this. You sent the tactics out there on the fly, an audible. The quarterback's made a call. What's happened out there?
Yeah, I just backed myself in that swim today. I was pretty riled up and angry from the surf race before, so thought I'd get everything that I had, and ended up getting a nice little body wave on the way in, set it up so that Joe didn't have too much of a distance to catch up, and managed to get a lead for us going into this last ski. So yeah, our Northcliffe ski paddlers are doing a great job, and we'll just see how we go and hope that it pays off. But yeah, a little bit of tactics today came into that one.
Well, that's it. Will Shedder makes his way. It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen, but the door is closing, and Claudia Kelly wants to slam it shut.
Big ski paddle there from Willie Shedder. Somebody might have to get him a defib. The big man will be huffing and puffing as he makes that tag for Claudia Kelly, the final ski leg. Those are going around. I don't think anyone would be able to catch her. She's an unbelievable talent. But here come Alex now. Emma Woods just getting over that wave. She's going to be running around for none other than Cooper Williams here. Super Cooper. He's going to have to pull out something very special.
This is going to have to be the biggest performance of Super Cooper's career thus far. And he has got some resume and some accolades under his belt already. He is giving away 200 metres to Claudia Kelly. He's straight in the boat. He's not mucking around. This is not over, ladies and gentlemen. Watch Super Cooper go right here. A big ask, a big challenge ahead of him. But this is not over. Do not think for 1 second that this is over. Here comes 3rd place there, North Burleigh, just touching down on the sand. As well, closing the gap on them is Grange and Glenelg. So the race for the Miners is on. Look at Harry Stevens fly on through Zara Farrington, North Burleigh. So it's Grange in 3rd, North Burleigh in 4th, Glenelg in 5th. They're now going to tag the import, Lucy Derbyshire. Here's the race for 3 right here. Grange, North Burleigh, Lucy Derbyshire. Phillips, he's got the big ask of the anchor leg. Can he get it done? What's happening out there? Can we spot Kelly? Can we spot Williams?
Yeah, I think that's Claudia Kelly just rounding the apex now. Cooper Williams still approaching that first key. I think the lead is just too big, but I tell you what, if it comes down to a foot race, there's not many quicker than Cooper Williams, so he's got his work cut out for him. Claudia Kelly, all eyes forward, foot on the gas. She's not looking over her shoulder. If she can get herself into those runners, she's going to close the door.
All right, so it looks like Claudia Kelly just coming into the finish line right now. Got one more wave to go. I think the tape is being drawn up. We've got our last leg, the anchor, Claudia Kelly. She's going to touch down on the sand here, Glenelg Beach. We're going to crown our last champion of the Shore and Partners World Ocean Series Glenelg Sprint Challenge. And BMD Northcliffe turn the tide on Taplin Town again. I don't know if this is quite the major of the 10,000s of the Australian titles, but they draw a little bit of blood and they put a little bit of doubt into the heads of Alex Headland and BMD Northcliffe. Get it done right here. It's a story for another day, but BMD Northcliffe will take it out here, the mixed Taplin at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. You can see Cooper Williams rolling through there, second spot, and Joe Collins straight in the ear. The heckle from Joe Collins straight away. But I've got Claudia Kelly. We'll see if we can get the rest of the Northcliffe crew to come on over as well. Because we've already had a little bit of a mid-race interview with the tactics and everything that was happening out there. But Claudes, you get the honour, you get the anchor leg, and your team set it right up for you. It was a layup at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. They did all the work for me, and I just had to go out there and try and not get caught up. And luckily, I got a wave right, or runner right from the apex. So yeah.
Oh, congratulations, Cole. We'll spin around. We'll get Naor over here. Naor, mate, all the way from South Africa, Clifton. You get your spot in the Northcliffe team. You get your win in your mixed Taplin. Everyone back at home, they'll be going nuts, won't they?
Oh yes, of course. I was going second in the board, and you know, they say your team's only as strong as your weakest leg, so I knew how to pull a few strings and just keep racing and going as hard as I could.
Well, that's it. You had the big job, the lead-off paddler, and you did it well, mate, so well done. I'll come with me. We'll go talk to Will Shedder, then we'll get the ladies. Mate, Will, you are absolutely flying out there, and not to be underestimated, that transition, that was lightning.
Oh, it didn't feel lightning at all, but I'm quite happy to get it done.
And that's it. I heard Joey saying first six-person mixed Taplin victory for you.
I reckon it's my first relay for Northcliffe, full stop, to be honest. Might be my last, but that's all right.
Well, that's all right. You can retire at the top, mate. You've had to win. You can retire at the top. But this team, it's the Audible, the captain, Naomi, she made the call. She said, guys, jump on my back. I'll carry you across the finish line. And what a performance she put in.
Absolutely awesome by the whole team. I'm stoked that people came down to the carnival as well.
And spin around one more time, Cole. Georgia, probably the unsung hero of this Northcliffe team. You have been so consistent and so strong across the weekend. And again, you just put in another valiant effort. You put your team right in the spot to take it out. You got to be happy with how you're racing.
Yeah, thank you. Wouldn't call me that, but yeah, always fun to be in a Taplin for Northcliffe, and so happy we could get it done.
And that's it. And this team, it's a special team. Let's talk about your rivals for a little bit. Alex Headland, it's a great rivalry. And there's a little bit of chat on the start line of these Taplins. Do you get involved in the chat at all?
Not me personally. I'll leave that up to Joe. But yeah, always good to get the win and get a one-up.
Well, that's it. We'll go to Joe. We've spoken to Naomi already, but Joe, Naomi doesn't need your autograph. Let's not get your head too big. But Joe, automatically, straight off, Cooper hasn't taken one step on the sand, and you are in his here chirping. What was said out there on the shoreline?
Well, he came over to me. I was just trying to enjoy the moment with my team, and he came running up to me and gave me a little shove. So I said, "You like that?"
Yeah, you like that. But mate, Georgia said there's a bit of chirping on the start line. What happens on the start line there? Because obviously us commentators, we're restricted access. We can't get in there. But just a little insight to those at home. What happens at the start line of a mixed Taplin? What's the banner like?
Oh, look, we've got to keep that in the sport. You guys will know eventually, and maybe you would know. Paulie probably knows because he was an athlete and he knew about it, but I'll leave you in the dark on that one, mate.
Well, that's it. An athlete from another generation. We are going to wrap it all up. We're going to have our Taplin podium. Then we're going to close the show. We're going to get our place getters up onto the podium. It's North Burleigh out of Gold Coast, Queensland. They will be third spot. So North Burleigh, put your hands together for those. In second place, it was Alex Headlands. They will be the runners-up. And your Glenelg Sprint champions already standing up on top of the podium. It will be BMD Northcliffe. They will take the final honours on what has been a wonderful weekend here in South Australia at the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. Paulie, you come on over. Cole, I'll get you to spin around. We'll walk over towards the arch. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you have enjoyed your time here at Glenelg Beach as much as Matt Paul and I have. We have had a tremendous weekend down here, a 7,000 point event in Assurance Partners World Ocean Series. It is the home of surf sports. Paulie, the highlight of the weekend, it's got to be the superstars, Lucy Derbyshire and Joe Collins. They have had a weekend out.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been an unbelievable weekend yet again for the Glenelg Sprint Challenge 7,000. I think Lucy Derbyshire, 3 massive wins. She's rolling on confidence. And I tell you what, I hope she carries that through into the new year. Matt Bevilacqua, though, going back-to-back wins here in Glenelg. It's going to set him up. It's going to give him a little bit of a pocket ace going into next year. Like you say, 2 more 10,000s plus Manly. Plenty of points up for grabs. And you know what? He's in the mix now.
Well, that's it. Back-to-back performances for Matt Bevilacqua. He opens up that series. He gets himself in the hunt. Joe Collins had a weekend out. He's talking in talk, and he can talk that talk. Until next time, we'll be back in the new year. A very merry Christmas to everyone. A happy new year. We'll be back in Victoria for the Gym War before the big one, the 10,000 point Shaw and Partners Manly Open. Until then, it's been the Shaw and Partners World Ocean Series, the Glenelg Sprint Challenge. It's the home of surf sports. We'll see you next time.